So that
Terrifying, isn't
way,
it?
you write that intention on the inside cover of the book. Find and implement at least 2 new money mindsets by the end of December. Um, Mindset is a little bit tough because it's a little bit less of an action, but you're looking for 2 kind of aha moments in the book that you can start to think about and repeat and start to live. So write it on the inside cover. And every time you read another chapter of the book, revisit that intention. Find and implement at least 2 new money mindsets by the end of December. And eventually they'll just jump off the page to you because you're filtering for them all of a sudden. It's almost like you're sharing your goal with the book so that the book can share that information back with you. You'll just see it bright as day. Like, that's a money mindset I wish I had, such as poor people work for money and rich people have money work for them. That's a money mindset that's in Rich Dad Poor Dad that you should start to adopt. Okay, I'm going to circle that. Maybe that's something I want to implement. At the end of the book, maybe you see 10 different money mindsets that you could implement. That's a lot. You're only looking for 2. So which 2 have the power to change your life? Which 2 brought the most like aha moment? Which 2 are so different from how you currently think that you think if you just start to repeat them on a daily basis like a mantra or like an affirmation, you'll start to believe them and it could change everything for you. That's how you choose to implement a book like Rich Dad Poor Dad, in my opinion.
Oh, because how many times have we read a book, gone, that is the most life changing piece of advice? 2 days later, you're like, what was it again?
Yeah.
And I find that amazing that people don't use like Evernote and have like ways to kind of like mind map and all these sorts of things. And people kind of go, yeah, I read it, it was great, but I can't remember anything about it. I can't even remember a quote about it. So how do you then? Because you talk about using your RAS in the book, you talk about using these kind of like paradigm shifts and new ways of looking, and you give great examples from your own personal life to tips from the book, and then how to then go and take it forward a concrete step. So, how would you start with a book to start taking notes, to find the key points, but then to understand to then use it with intention, not just to kind of collate and consume, but to actually use?
One of my favorite quotes, I wish I put it in the book, but the book was written before I discovered the quote. It's from Napoleon Hill. And it says, "Action is the real measure of intelligence." Action. Action is what separates you implementing a book and you just consuming a book, right? That's the missing piece. You need to take action on what you learn. Action is what creates real world results. So when I'm reading through a book, I love to set that intention, like I said. In the intention piece, the SMART goal, right? Specific, measurable, attainable, written and relevant, time bound. Why is it going to change your life? That type of thing. You write it on the inside cover. That has action baked into it because you're looking to create a result. You're looking to change something. So as you're reading through the book, I recommend these days, I didn't always do it like this, but these days I only take notes. I only circle page numbers and highlight stuff and take notes on information that I could take action on.
Hmm.
Because I used to think like, oh, that quote is interesting, but you can't take action on a quote. Action is the real measure of intelligence, Napoleon Hill. Useful, but like can't really take action on it, right? But putting money to work for you while you sleep using the strategies in Rich Dad Poor Dad, you could take action on that.